Hey, what's up? It's Stacy Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for entrepreneur moms with a digital presence in 2020. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to get more control in your crazy busy entrepreneur mom life. If you're someone who has a hard time believing that control is only a few clicks away, well, then this video that's part of my 31-day 2020 Entrepreneur Mom Reboot series is just for you. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to get real-world help that entrepreneur moms like you need to succeed with your business's presence online today. 2020 Entrepreneur Mom, let's learn what I like to call Entrepreneur Mom time management. Because when you've got double the duties and responsibilities, you need a system that'll be able to handle double the trouble. Therefore, if you want to get serious in 2020 and work your business like a business, because then it's more likely to pay you like a business, then you want to watch all of this series. Otherwise, if you treat your business like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby if it even pays you or is profitable at all. So over the course of this 31-day series, I'll show you how to do everything from psych out self-sabotage to dealing with hardcore rejection. You'll learn how to get out of your comfort zone, and you'll also learn how to select a network even from scratch that won't just benefit you professionally, but personally too. If you missed the last video, you should watch it because I shared with you a pretty cool Jedi mind trick to play on yourself if, despite all of your best laid plans and goals, you're still engaging in self-sabotage and or suffering from imposter syndrome. I almost guarantee you've never heard of this trick before, the way I recommend, the way that you employ it, but I've coached people for years and what can I say? It works. So be sure to check that video out. But here we're talking about entrepreneur mom time management. I've got a system that will help you, whether you're writing things down to a calendaring system that you like, typing them in, you've got an app for that, and so forth. No, I'm not going to take you out of a system that you like. It's more about taking that system and elevating it so that it's more effective. Okay, mama? It's a simple fact. You're not in control of your calendar. Well, then you're not in control of your life. Personally, professionally, any aspect of it. And sure, you've got double the things to juggle. I get it. I respect that. I live that life myself. But ask yourself, are you in control of your life at all? Or are you frantically jumping from task to task at home and deadline to deadline at work with your hair on fire throughout without getting the 30,000 foot view of where you're heading down pat? I mean, that cannot be satisfying, right? Everything you do, especially as an entrepreneur mom, needs to resonate not just with your own personal why, but also with the why of the people you've chosen to serve professionally, meaning your niche. But how to best engage in time management so that you're finally calm and in control. Even if you're crazy busy, and as an entrepreneur mom like me, you probably are, you must start out by deciding on a method of calendaring your duties and responsibilities, if you haven't already, of course, and then scheduling a measly 10 minutes a day every day to honor your goal-keeping ritual, because that's what I call entrepreneur mom success insurance. So make sure that you check that video in this series out, okay? Then you'll have the blueprint on how to run the next 24 hours more successfully on both the personal and professional front. Okay, so if you're in a place where you can set up that system or revamp it so that it's ready to go, and then you commit on paper, digitally, or both to your 10-minute daily goal-keeping ritual, what's the next step? you've got to master the concept of calendar blocking. This is where you use the calendar system of your choice and you block out chunks of time every day, week, and month during which you're working on your master plan of achieving SMART goals with the plans that rose up out of setting those SMART goals to begin with. I've got a video in the series to help you out on that front. So if you've missed it, make sure that you watch it. Next, of course, you should plug in dates and events like your anniversary, holidays, religious or holy days of obligation, if that factors in for you, vacations, birthdays, life events, that sort of thing. Block out the time for all of this in half days or whole days in terms of time blocks or whatever each event requires. Be realistic as you do this. Don't put down a half day if you're going to run around huffing and puffing to fit whatever into that time period. Seriously, if you need the whole day or most of it, just be realistic now and spare yourself the extra sweating and stressing later, mama. Next, if you have any work-related deadlines or commitments or schedules, be it W-2 related as an employee of a business, because you're bootstrapping or whatever, of course, that has to go in there too. Of course, that's got to go in there. Doctor, dentist appointments, and the like, and or related procedures for you or anyone in your family, schedule those in. Wait, you forgot to set up those appointments? Uh-oh, I've been there. Life gets away from you. So, may as well set up those and plug everything in while it's still fresh. Kids after school programs, activities, clubs, organizations, etc. Plug in any dates related to events, and of course plug in what days of the week and for what hours they're coming and going from all of this. You're coming and going from all of this. Meaning you're sure you're realistically calendar blocking so that you've factored in on average how long it takes to commute back and forth from practices, meetings, etc. too. Now, I recommend that you work power hours into the equation here, meaning that on top of scheduling all of this other stuff, and on top of scheduling in the 10 minutes a day success ritual or goal keeping ritual that I teach to you to do, you also need to factor in an entire hour that you'll spend actively setting goals and or working the plans related to those goals so that your business stops being some hobby that you squeeze in where you are right now somehow, some way, no matter how ineffectively or sporadically you work on it. And it starts to be more of a business that sooner or later starts paying you like a business, because now you're calendar blocking and scheduling time for your business to, number one, exist, and number two, actually be worked on a persistent and consistent basis. If your schedule doesn't, either on some days or any day, allow for you to spend an hour every single day on your business, well then you have a hobby and that's not likely what you want. So to fit that hour in, maybe you have two hemispheres of 30 minutes in a 24-hour cycle, where maybe you wake up, for example, 30 minutes earlier and go to bed 30 minutes later, and voila, time to work on your business. And now you're going to record it in writing, digitally, or both through your calendar system so that the time you freed up doesn't get away from you either. Maybe you pick 4 15-minute quads and you time lapse them throughout a day to get that power hour in. You do what you need to do, but you need to make the choice. Hobby or business, and then act accordingly as you take control back in terms of your time. Along the way, as you engage in this calendar blocking activity, it'll likely dawn on you that you're going to need help to really fit your entrepreneur mom business into the mix of all of this. You can't pull all of this off by yourself after all. Maybe you can't volunteer for something and run your business too. So you cut some hours. Maybe Johnny or Jill doesn't need to do 3 activities every week. Maybe you cut them down to the top 2 things that they like to do, so they're not so overwhelmed and have time to, just to be kids and hang out or just chill. And you can save not just time, but money that you can reroute into your business. And of course, you free up time so that, you actually end up having a business. And maybe you need more help from your husband, wife, significant other. Maybe you need a dream team of individuals who can assist you both personally and professionally. Lucky you, I created a video that shares how to source one of these, even if you have to do it from scratch, no matter how much or how little money you may have on hand to invest in a team. So be sure to check that video out. But what I want you to come away from this video with is that you have to have a calendaring system in place, because like with anything else, what you don't measure, you can't manage well or at all. And you need to employ calendar blocking to measure and manage that time more effectively. You can't have everything and do everything yourself. So once you've done your calendar blocking activity, you have something concrete to show your, let's say, husband or a relative or whomever that you need help, and this is why. They need to be there for the family more. They need to take up their fair share of the chores around the house more. They need to look at the budget with you and free up cash more so that you both can get help more. They need to stand firm with you, especially with your older children, so that they take up more of their fair share more, and so forth. You need to enlist help, and once you have undeniable proof that you can't get blood from a stone, you might get that help more and more effectively. You deserve to achieve your dreams, mama. And of course, those dreams and the work that it takes to get there while being a mama involves balance and sacrifice. But you don't have to be a sacrificial lamb either, and you shouldn't be running around with your hair on fire while you do all that you do. So make peace with realistic time management and learn how to get a dream team in place so you can do what you can do with less stress and mess along the way. Now, make sure you hit that notification bell, because in the next video of this series, I'll share with you how to improve your entrepreneur mom life in 1 hour. You're gonna come to love this hour because it will give you a sense of purposefulness over time, success that will up-level your self-esteem like perhaps nothing before, especially as a professional. So if you're interested in learning about all of that, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can follow along with that video and the entire series. In the meantime, make sure you check out these 2 awesome videos as well. I talk a lot about social media, content marketing, entrepreneurship for moms who have to juggle home and business, online marketing, so many different topics. So make sure you're also checking out these 2 videos as well. And also, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel a lot when you do this, so I'd highly appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.